Philly-esque area. I see the temple mask.
Right.
I believe that's where he's from. Gahtzu, I'm gonna say something a little weird.
Okay.
Didn't recognize Gahtzu.
Yeah,
This tournament where we're all wearing masks, it's been a hard to,
It's not even just that, too, because, like, sometimes you run into people, they have, like, different hairdos. Like, they've grown their hair out. They cut their hair.
Yeah, he got a haircut, shaved, probably got some LASIK. Gahtzu's a new man.
He's looking kind of fresh right now. That's
Definitely.
for sure.
He's definitely looking fresh. But,
I think Chem just needs to slow things down because Gahtzu's obviously very explosive. And if you get your stocks deleted, like, one after another and you just keep running at the guy, I don't know if it's going to work out that well.
Shout-outs to Gahtzu
There
for,
you go.
sticking with it. Like, I know Wizzy still plays. Gravy's on to other things, but
Yeah, Gravy has, like, a house and, like a wife and stuff. Like, he's, like, actually just, like, going, like, the normie route. And, by the way, I super respect that. Like, that's actually, like, a big W in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. But Gahtzu, still got love for the game. Still pushing the Falcon meta. Really getting his shine nowadays, doesn't it seem like? You know what I mean? He's always been a good Falcon, but, like,
yeah,
he's a top Falcon now.
Yeah, no, it feels
sure.
like he's, like, kind of entering or, like, recently has entered his prime after years and years of developing himself as a player. And you love to see that because, like, often you see people stagnating as we see a really nice People's Elbow come out. But just when, like, a lot of people have been like, oh, yeah, Gahtzu, perennial, like, 50th best player in the world, he's showing, no, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, absolutely. Still more to come, especially if you're coming from that, lab-esque, kind of background, always pushing the character. There's always going to be more for him to implement into his game. It's always going to be fresh for him.
Yeah, it'd be really exciting to live in a world where there's just 4 top Falcons and you never really know which one of them is going to do better at any given tournament.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of live in that era now. I mean, if you ask me, there's 2 favorites, but Gahtzu, and then there's another one that's slipping my mind right
S2J.
now. S2J
is the one that we,
yeah, right up there too.
And I think he was doing really well in the online era, in all fairness.
Gahtzu has shown in the online era that he is, a top Falcon, a top force, doing very well in those kind of brackets. You never look at Gahtzu and be like, oh yeah, he wins some, he loses some. No, he wins a lot.
He certainly does. This is going so much better for Chem, though.
Yeah, definitely a super shaky game 1,
Okay, good recovery.
Just enough. The momentum was pushing him back, but it's enough on the forward B to get there.
Wow.
Ooh.
Pivot gentleman, very
Two jabs
cute.
and the pivot gentleman.
Yeah. Okay. So this is still looking good for Gahtzu, but not out of reach for Chem, unlike game 1. Both hits of Nair.
Yeah.
And you can't do that to Gahtzu.
That camp was one of the first to start doing that, right? Like the 20GX, like him and Wizzy.
Yeah, like
they were the first ones to really crouch cancel, get up attacks like that.
I think it was Wizzy who would crouch cancel and knee, like every time. He would just crouch cancel and then like dash, short hop, fast fall, knee perfectly every time. Yeah. It's such a tight timing, and he would just get it every time.
It's such a mainstay now too. That's such a cool thing to kind of like be a part of, like a really meta-defining. And, like, other characters do it, too.
That's it. Good stuff to Gahtzu, 2-0 right now in the set. But, yeah, I mean, the influence that 20GX has had, not even just on Falcon players, but the entire development of competitive Melee over the past, like, 5, 6, 7 years is immeasurable.
Yeah, Falcon is a character that has, I mean, in my opinion, gotten better.
Oh, my God, yeah. For the longest time, it was like people would call him the best worst character or the worst best character. He was kind of like the arbiter of the top tiers.
There's been a argument that Falcon is actually one of the top 4 characters just based on his speed and being able to outspeed Fox, like with dashes and stuff.
Right.
That's an interesting take, but yeah, definitely a couple years ago without the work that they put in.
I mean, it's tough in a world where, like, even if you think back to, like, most of 2019, you look at, like, top 8 of most of the majors, and at least 2 of the main Falcons are, on average, making it to top 8. That makes it a lot easier to be like, yeah, Falcon, maybe he's top 4. Like, for the longest time, it was like, can Falcon ever, like, get better than 5th at a major? Like, there was, like, a decade where, like, that was just not the case. And we do not live in that same world.
Right. Falcon won a major. Just like in the same way that Axe did. Axe did it with character, so did Wizzy.
In a weird way, like we know that this is essentially the spiritual successor of Smash and Splash. So in that way, Wizzy is kind of the defending champion.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. It's been like 2 years now, but he really did win that. What an up smash. Okay.
And Gahtzu really just running away with it solidly. Not even, I mean, he had a really good first stock, but he's been putting it away. Chem just looking to make anything happen. He's made it this far. He's going to be a little disappointed with how he did, but I mean, take solace that you made it this far for sure, too.
Oh, my God. I mean, he must have beaten so many amazing players, but, you know, sometimes you just run into Gahtzu, and he's really good at Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube.
Yeah, you run into people that are really good at Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo GameCube, for sure.
Yeah, but good stuff to Gahtzu. He is moving on. I believe Chem gets 13th, which, again, like,
Huge.
How many people knew who he was?
Huge.
Like,
Huge.
That's one of the big names where we're going to look and be like, yeah, did anybody see this coming? What region is this guy from? Like what was his seed? You know, like, how good was he supposed to do?
Right.
And then he runs through, again, I know he beat Free Palestine. I'm sure he beat a lot of other incredible players, too, to get here. But good stuff to him, man.
Yeah,
it's impressive.
No, definitely no slouch.
But Carol, man, we had 2 blocks today, and I'll just say it, man.
Do you,
went pretty well.
Do you feel what I feel? There's something here in between us that you can't see with the naked eye.
Yeah.
But you can only feel.
Are you single?
I'm not, but there's always. I mean, I live an open life. There's room.
Okay. I'll hit you up tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're gonna get some new commentators on for the last block of tonight for Riptide. I think it's going all the way to
top 8 qualifiers.
Top 16, top 8. It's one of those two.
Yeah, we're gonna
I just
round
work
out the
here,
top
so.
8. Yeah. So and then tune in tomorrow. That's gonna be a very exciting top 8.
First top 8, first major top 8 in what feels like 2 years.
Oh, it's gonna be so great.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
The crowd is gonna be electric. Absolutely, having a good time. And
As always.
Then again, I don't know if they're going to play the slides, but if you like what you saw thus far, we're going to literally do this same tournament again in Texas.
Yeah, we actually we're
City.
picking it up and pushing it somewhere else. And that somewhere else happens to be Texas in Low Tide City, the sister tournament of Riptide.